Halftime, and I will just welcome Ryan and Jerry, and I'll ask you guys this. If I had told you before the game that Sacramento in the first half would shoot 63% from the field, nearly 53% from beyond the arc, and the Phoenix Suns would shoot 38% from the floor and 32% from three, you'd probably go, wow, that's great. The Kings have a big lead. It's 61 to 56. The Kings only lead by five. Listen, I know I'm nitpicking here, but to me, guys, and I'll start with you, Ryan. I think the Kings should be up by at a minimum of 15 points right now, the way they played that half. I'm just blown away that it's only a 5-point game.
Grant, you are not nitpicking. I'm not going to call them turnovers, the giveaways, Jerry. These are just giveaways. And then the offensive rebounding. Phoenix averages 8.5 rebounds, offensive rebounds per game, which is 28th in the NBA. In this half, they have 14, Jerry.
Yeah, that's one of the sloppiest halves of ball handling I think I've seen the Kings have in years. I mean, those were just unforced giveaways. And then, as you pointed out, Ryan, I mean, the offensive rebounding, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Kings, as Grant said, I mean, this is a game you should have been up 15.
100%.
And, they've got to clean it up at the half, or because Phoenix right now think, hey, we're in this game.
Right.
We've played poorly offensively, have made shots, and we're right there.
And Jerry, it's Phoenix with fresh legs. This is the bench unit.
Yeah, I mean, they played back to back. They got stars out, and no, this is, I mean, I don't know where the Kings would be if they had made all their shots, because they're shooting the ball brilliantly. But man, you got to take care, value the damn ball. Oh,
no Kevin Durant, no Bradley Beal. There was a good positive sign. I guess good and positive are the same thing. A positive sign in that first half. Trey Lyles. We finally had a Trey Lyles sighting.
Yeah, he was Trey was making trays. I mean, he looked comfortable. The ball looked good. Certainly. So that's a great sign. I thought Keon Ellis was very good. A lot of positives on the offense, except for. But, man, you just can't turn the ball over. I mean, you've got to get a bad shot's better than no shot.
Yeah, Jerry, the Kings should be doing what the Spurs did to the Kings with Phoenix on the second half of the back-to-back, and you finally get the explosion that we're talking about. Mike Brown made a couple tweaks with the rotation, getting fresh guys in there. So it's really hard. I don't know how to put my finger on this one right now, gentlemen.
Yeah, I will say this, Matthew, you're totally wrong. The officiating is not causing most of the turnovers. I mean, I don't know what the hell you're watching. I mean, come on, stop it. Listen, we also had a unusual first half from a player that we're not accustomed to seeing take only 2 shots in 17 minutes. That's DeMar DeRozan. Sabonis only took 3 shots in 17 minutes. Your thoughts on that, guys?
Well, I will say offensively, the shots taken are good shots, and the guys are making them. So that wouldn't concern me much there. Offense really isn't the problem. It's handling the ball and taking care of the ball and an offensive rebounding and doing a much better job on the defensive board to keep Phoenix off. So those two things are about the only thing that concern me.
Yeah, and DeMar's gotten some decent looks that he's passed up. He's been getting other guys involved. He did some pick and roll with Sabonis. He's been kicking out. So I feel like you can go to DeMar at any time. Free throw percentage, obviously not what you want early in the game, 66.7%.
But to back up on that, the Kings had 17 assists. 17 assists and a half is excellent. So that part is very, very good. And that's something we haven't talked a lot about this year at the half, an assist total like this. So that's a real positive. Just the 11 turnovers, many unforced, that jump out at you. But, if you're looking for positives, Keegan Murray positive, Trey Lyles positive, Fox positive, 17 assists, that's a big-time positive.
Yeah, it really is. The ball was moving beautifully. I mean, it's like I say, there's so much to like about the offense other than the 11 turnovers. I mean, that's really what they ought to have for a full game. So, I know Mike Brown said that's what you're focused on half is like, hey, guys, if you take care of the ball, you'll get a good shot. Phoenix really is not interested in giving you, making you take tough ones or work for them. They'll give you good shots, just move the ball and take care of it. And then on the other end, how about 5 guys go to the defensive board? Don't be leaking out expecting a fast break opportunity. You can't fast break without the ball.
Yeah, it's a great point right there. And to your guys' points about the ball movement, and you said it, Grant, the giveaways, they were not forced. The ball movement predominantly was there without turnovers. The turnovers were just silly. So much of the same in the second half. They shoot the ball this way. And Jerry, really quick, the arc looks different for Keegan tonight. The arc looks different on Trey.
Yep.
Sure does, doesn't it? I mean, and that looked like the Keegan we expect to see, the nice little arch to it. And, if you don't get good arch, you can't get swishers. And he got some swishers in there.
Yep.
So that's great to see. But he, basically, like I say, a lot of good things on offense, except for taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, Keegan was 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from downtown. I don't see the Kings losing this game, and I know every time I say that I get bit in the behind, but I think they're going to score 60 in the second half, and I think they're going to win this game 121-108.
Yeah, I'm going to say attrition comes in for Phoenix. The bench guys that are getting the minutes now aren't used to playing a full game. I'm going to say 124 to 111.
122-105. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, in the start of the third quarter, we'll know a lot about what might happen, because just come out and bring it and take care of it, battle on the boards, and have a nice, fun game.
We always talk about the schedule. If you play this Suns team twice a week ago, you probably lose both those games, but you're probably going to end up winning both the games. I'm going to forecast a win here tonight. I'm confident about that. But then you get unlucky when you don't play a team like New Orleans until February 3 times in 10 days. So, you get luck sometimes, you get lucky, and sometimes you get very unlucky.
Well, Grant, I've always said, I mean, the schedule will win you some games and the schedule will lose you some games.
Yes.
I mean, that's just you catch teams at the right time and you catch them at the wrong times.
Isn't it interesting? We were talking about this earlier on the 4:00 show. Minnesota's playing Portland again. They lost the other night, and it's 48-48 right now at the half, a low-scoring half, and Portland's giving Minnesota all they can handle.
Yeah, that's hard to figure with I mean, Portland's improved. I think they're, every team in the West other than Pelicans and probably Utah, or you can almost make the case they're as good or a little bit improved. But Minnesota definitely they haven't put it together yet.
Guys, go ahead, Ryan.
I think it's a little bit of a stylistic thing. Portland likes to get up and down the court. Minnesota does not.
Yeah. Good point. Very good point. Minnesota, or rather Oklahoma City, beat New Orleans easily. And how about the Houston Rockets? They win again. They're now 8-4, boys. They beat the LA Clippers tonight, 111-103. So we talk about the West and games like this. Jerry, you said it at 4:00, and you keep saying this over and over again. If you want to be a good team in the NBA, you've got to take care of your home court, something the Kings have not been able to do over the years. Let's get going. Win these games that you're supposed to win on your home floor.
Absolutely. If you want to be in the top 6, you better win 30 at home. 30 at home. That's the number.
Yeah.
Well, the Kings have plenty.
If we have a bad post-game show tonight, Ryan, if the Kings lose this game, Ryan, I may let you go solo. All right, because this would be a brutal loss.
Grant, you might have to call in a substitute for me, buddy.
We'll just play our intro over and over and over and over again.
Yes, there we go.
But right now it is 61-56. Remember, everyone, we will be on right after the game. We'll take your phone calls, and hopefully the Kings can light the beam. Remember what we said about this stretch when it began, before we knew about the Kevin Durant injury. Most of us said we'll take 2-2 during this 4-game stretch. I think with the way Minnesota's playing, if you can get this game tonight, you go 3-1, and everyone's looking at, okay, that's a hell of a 4-game stretch. Injuries or no injuries. Again, Ryan, you talked about this at 4:00. The schedule, the easy part's over. You need to fasten your seatbelts now.
We are in the meat and potatoes, Jerry. I'm sure you got a better line than that, though.
Well, I mean, I like meat and potatoes, so I won't even, I'll go with that.
Anything else that concerns you in this first half other than the turnovers, guys?
The only thing, I think the turnovers and rebounds, but I do think DeMar will have to get a little something going, and Sabonis. I mean, I think Sabonis really just doesn't want to score right now because it's so easy for everybody else. But I think DeMar will probably need to kind of look for his mid-range game and put a little pressure on their defense inside.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jerry. I think you need to get Sabonis a little bit more into the paint, get into the penalty, let DeMar isolate a little bit more. Kings down or only up 2 in the paint at halftime.
All right, so it's all good. Again, it's a 5-point lead. Should it be more? Yeah, it really should. It really should be more. But take what you can get, right, guys? I'd rather be up 5 at the half than down by 5 at the half, so you can look at it that way.
As long as you're ahead, you'll never lose.
Jerry, is that why they have a big scoreboard that's over the court?
As you well know, that they call it a scoreboard, not a guard board.
Yes. I've learned a lot of things from you during the course of my life, and that was one of the things that always stuck out. Do you know why they have a scoreboard over the floor? Like, I think so. He goes, Napes, that's where they count the points, and if you have more points than the other team, you win.
I think that, and it always bugged me was that 6 fouls. You get 6 fouls. You don't need to take guys out with 4 and not put them back in. You get 6.
Oh my God!
Get full value.
Yeah, Jerry, our chat is loving the swishers comment on the threes. Some more swishers.
We need swishers. Yeah, there's nothing better than swishers.
All right, guys, we'll see you after the game. Jerry, we'll see you during the next contest against Minnesota. We appreciate your efforts today, and you enjoy the rest of the night.
Well, I'll give you a solid effort next game too.
I appreciate it, Jerry.
Okay,
looking good, buddy. Ice up,
guys.
Take care. All right, Rhino, we'll see you in about an hour, buddy.
Sounds good, Napes. Looking forward to it.
All right, enjoy the second half, everybody. We're back here on the post game. Bye-bye.